कुछ purport है नहीं. Verse number 12. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtapraya Shabadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 16. Krishna chastises the Serpent Kāliya. Text number 12. सब फैन बंद करो. अथ व्रजे महोत्पात त्रिविधा हि अतिदारुणा उत्पेतुर्भुवि दिवि आत्मने आसन्ना भयसंशिनः. अत व्रजे महोत्पाता त्रिविधा हि अतिदारुणा उपेतुर्भुवि दिवि आत्मनि आसन्ना भयसंशिनः. अत व्रजे महोत्पाता त्रिविधा हि अतिदारुणा उत्पेतुर्भुवि दिवि आत्मनि आसन्ना भयसंशिनः. बोलिए. माताजी क्या हुआ? ठीक है. अथा देन Vraje in Vrindavan, Maha Utpata, very ominous disturbances. Trividaha, of the three varieties. He, indeed, Atidaruna, most fearsome. Utpetuhu, arose. Bhuvi, upon the earth. Divi, in the sky. Atmani, in the bodies of living creatures. Asanna, imminent. Bhaya, danger. Samshinaha, announcing. Translation purport by. In the Vrindavan area, there then arose all three types of fearful omens. Those on the earth, those in the sky, and those in the bodies of living creatures, which announced imminent danger. Purport. According to Srila Sridhar Swami, the omens were as follows. On the earth there were disturbing tremors. In the sky there were meteors falling. And in the bodies of creatures there was shivering as well as quivering of the left eye and the other parts of the body. These omens announce imminent danger. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalptarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Today, as a special series of lectures, I am going to describe Krishna chastises the serpent Kāliya, Kāliya Daman Leela. So this pastime has happened during summer season. It's very, very hot. Right? It is called Grishma Rutu. So Krishna performed all wonderful pastimes in all seasons, 6 seasons, like that. So this comes in Grishma Rutu. Actually, Kāliya started living in Kalindi. There is a small sarovar within the Yamuna river. So he was staying there, and he is very, very poisonous. He is so poisonous that all the birds who used to fly near the Kalindi, they used to drop down dead. Then the airs also became very poisonous. Then so no animals would go there. Then all the boys also, they would not very afraid to go. So that is the like that. Why the ocean comes to some place, some extent, and then goes back. Raghupati Prabhu, Huh? Because ocean is thinking all the birds and all the people who are living nearby ocean, if they feel thirsty, they cannot drink water in the ocean. They have to go nearby some sweetwater lakes or somewhere. So ocean is very ashamed, it seems, that what is the use? I have such a huge body of water, but I am not of use to anybody. That's why शर्म से पीछे चला जाता है बोलते. आगे आता है फिर शर्म होके the ocean feels ashamed and then goes back. In the same way, Yamuna is also known as Krishna. Krishna. So Yamuna is also thinking that I am so unfortunate that the coward boys, the cows and the calves, they are afraid to come and drink water here because this rascal Kāliya is staying here and poisoning the waters. So what is the use of my life? What is the use of living? So Krishna thought, after all, she is bearing my name, Krishna, right? So I should not see her, dukhi, distressed like that. So he wanted to relieve the distress of Yamuna. That is why he has decided to clean Yamuna waters, Kalindi lake, like that. So one day, because it's too hot, the calves, and they who are being taken care, and then the cowherd boys, they went inside the Yamuna river and they drank water. As soon as they drank the water, they fell down dead. So Krishna came, Sa Ikshana Amrita Varshina. Right? Krishna is Amritamay avatar. Amritamay avatar. When the cows, and the calves, they become enchanted by the sound vibration of the flute. They stop grazing and they stop eating the grass. So whole day, like that they stand, their mouths open, like that. So they don't eat any grass. So Krishna, at the end of the day, he would rub his lotus hand like this, and the cows get nourished, because Krishna hands are Amritamaya, like that. In the same way, his eyes, they are Amritamaya. As soon as he glanced at the cows and the cowherd boys, they came back to life. Right? They came back to life. And then Krishna decided, let me, one Acharya, Kurattalvar, he decided, he says that Krishna has decided to kill Kāliya. Actually, that was the reason. I will tell you in the course of the lecture why Krishna has decided not to kill. Remind me if I don't tell. So he climbed one Kadamba tree. He climbed one Kadamba tree, and then with his chadar, he tied around his waist, and then he very tightly he tied, very tightly he tied. So there are two things here. One is when all the trees and all the birds are drying, and then all the other trees, they have died. Kadamba tree only was left out. So there are two reasons. One is when Garuda was taking the pot of nectar from the heavenly planets, to release his mother from the slavery. At that time, knowing about the future, he kept that pot of nectar on the Kadamba tree. That is why even after consuming this poisonous air, that Kadamba tree did not die. That Kadamba tree did not die. But Sri Veeraraghavacharya, he says that actually it may be, but Krishna is so powerful, simply by touching his lotus feet, he revived Parikshit Maharaj, from deathbed. So actually when Krishna, he touched his lotus feet, the Kadamba tree, and immediately it started growing, all the leaves and all started growing, like that, whatever. So that is the one reason. So why did he tighten the cloth? Why did he tighten the cloth? Because one Acharya says that all the universes, they stay in Krishna's stomach. So he thought, I am going to dance, so all the universes will shake. That is why he tightened. He tightened so that then he assumed, he assured them that don't worry, I will take care because of so many, all the universes are in his stomach. So he, in order to assure them, so he tightened the belt. Then he was actually getting ready for the battle. Before wrestling, they do like this, all the wrestlers. So he wanted to show, to all the demigods and everybody that everybody, all the other demons and the snakes, that if you disturb any of my devotees, right, my arms are there. He was showing, he was showing like this, like that. So he was actually getting ready. Then he jumped into the river, right? So one Shiva Vaishnavacharya says, when Yamuna, when Krishna jumped into Yamuna river, Yamuna became so ecstatic that she started dancing. So her waters, they raised so high in the sky. They raised so high in the sky. They went up. And in Vaikuntha Loka, when the Lord is sleeping on the Anantasesha bed, these waters went and fell on Anantasesha, it seems. Because Yamuna became so ecstatic. Krishna jumped into the river. She wanted to show to the whole world, see my good fortune. So she was mocking, Karana Jal, that did any time Mahavishnu jump into your Karana Jal? She was, see? Like that. So, Anantasesh became ecstatic, it seems. When the waters touched by the Lord, when they went and touched the Anantasesh in Vaikuntha, the Anantasesh became ecstatic. He said, what is happening? What is happening? Like that. Ninda aa raha hai? Feeling sleepy? So, then Krishna was swimming, they're making very huge noises. Then immediately Kāliya became very, very angry. Kāliya became very, very angry. So, who has entered my waters? Who has entered my waters? Like that. I am not going to tell completely, only the past, some commentaries I am going to tell. Otherwise, so much description, there is no time. So, Krishna is looking so beautiful, Shyam Sundar. Radha Govind Maharaj, I remember Radha Govind Maharaj's lecture even now. So he says, Sukadeva Goswami became very, very upset with Kāliya. How can Kāliya, start biting Krishna, who is looking so... So suddenly, when this fighting is going on, Sukadeva Goswami started narrating beauty of Krishna, Shyam Sundar. His lotus eyes, and he has long arms, then he has beautiful curly hair, and then he is wearing Pitambar Vastra. So Maharaj makes this meaning, Sukadeva Goswami is very upset that how can anybody who sees such a beautiful boy, they should fall in love with him. How come this Kāliya is biting Krishna? Like that he was expressing surprise, it seems, Sukadeva Goswami. That is why he was narrating the beauty of Krishna in the middle of this ghastly incident of, Kāliya and all that. Then there was some struggle, and then Kāliya started coiling, completely coiled Krishna. And then Krishna, looked like he fell unconscious. So, one Acharya says that why did Krishna fall asleep because he wanted to show to the people that when the Nagastra touched Lord Ramchandra fainted and Lakshmana also fainted. Then Garuda has to come and relieve, like that. So Krishna thought, I am non-different from Ramchandra. So if Ramchandra fell unconscious because of touching of the snake, I also wanted to show that, like that. So that's why he was, for some time, he was, feeling, he was showing, pretending to be unconscious. One more Shiva Vaishnavacharya, he differs. He says, no, actually it is not correct. He says that आदत से मजबूर है बोलता है, right? Once we were doing, night out. We were going on a motorbike from Vijayawada to somewhere. So whole night we were driving. Then we stopped for one place, in Gujarat also, they have Kathiawadi, they have beds and all, like that. There is one bed and all. So we stopped for tea. So, but as soon as we saw the bed, we wanted to sleep and then we fell asleep on the bed. In the same way, आदत से मजबूर, like that. Krishna, they say, he's आदत से मजबूर है क्योंकि he sleeps on Anantasesh, a snake. So as soon as he saw Kāliya, and when his body is very soft and all, he fell asleep, it seems. He fell asleep, it seems. Very nice commentary. So he was like that. Then all the boys, they started crying, Krishna, 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 like that. Right? Then, like in this verse, meanwhile, that day, Krishna did not take Balaramji along with him. You know why? There is a reason for that. Right? There is a reason I will explain. Purposefully, Krishna did not take Balaram with him on that day. So then I will explain it very shortly why he did not take him. Then there is Utpat. There are bad, ill omens are seen everywhere, in the sky, in the bodies of the people, and all that. Who is a Vrajavasi? Right? Many times who is a Vrajavasi? Right? Vrajavasi is the one. In general, when somebody is born, those parents and the relatives, they celebrate. Vrajavasi means when Krishna is born, whole Vraj is celebrating. That is Vrajavasi. When in the Nandamara's house, when there is a fan band karo. When there is a calamities happening and all, then they said we should move out from Gokul. All the Vrajavasis said, we all will come. If anything happens, they will move out, from the Vraj. Right? One more quality of Vraj, for a woman, left hand shivers, left side shivers. That is good for her. For a man, right hand shivers, right side. It is good for them. For a man, left side shivers means it is bad for them. It is bad for them. Like that. That for them. But in Vraj, if any ill omens happen, they think that something bad is happening to Krishna. If good omens are seen, they will say something good is happening to Krishna. They are not worried about themselves. Krishna's happiness and Krishna's distress. That's what matter to Vrajavasi. That is Vrajavasi. No woman in this world loves others' son than her own son. She may love other lady's son, Jetani's son or Devrani's son, whatever, sister's son. They may love. In my house we asa, Mera Badima, she used to love all of us very nicely. But nobody would love, no woman would love some other son more than her son. Vrajavasi means, Vrajavasi ladies, gopis, they love Krishna more than their own sons. This is the definition of Vrajavasi. So they all came running. How did they come? By following the footprints of Lord Krishna. When Krishna started going for Gocharan, all the gopas and gopis and all the animals, they have assembled. They made a meeting. They made a meeting. Then they all have decided, no animals, no human beings will put steps on the footprints of Lord Krishna. So that is the wealth, treasure of Vrindavan. Vrindavanam Saki Bhuvo Vitanoti Kirtim Yad Devaki Sutapada Ambuja Labdalakshmi Govinda Venu Manumatta Mayura Nrityam Prekshadrimam Avaratanya Samasta Sattvam. So that is the wealth of Vrindavan. That is where she is very proudly, mocking even Vaikuntha. Krishna Chakravarti says, she was mocking Vaikuntha. Did you get that opportunity? Because Lord Narayana walks with chappals, sandals. But here, I got this treasure of Krishna's direct touch, where he leaves behind the footprints. I am so fortunate. Vrindavanam Saki Bhuvo Vitanoti Kirtim. She all, anyway. So that is the, by carrying by following the footsteps of Krishna, Charan Chinna, they all reached like that. Everybody except Balaram, they all became very disturbed. Oh, for them, Krishna is their life and soul. Krishna is in a very sad situation. He is unconscious, being coiled by Kāliya. So, Mother Yashoda and Rohini, Nanda Maharaj, they all wanted to give up their lives. They also wanted to jump in the Kāliya river, Kalindi river, and then die. If Krishna is not there, what is the use of keeping our lives alive like that? But Balaram, knowing the strength of his brother, he smiled. He smiled. Then he stopped them. No, don't worry, don't do that. So this is there is a reason for this, that Krishna, Balaramji was smiling. Why? Because why this Krishna is playing with this stupid Kāliya, right? He never played with me. I am Anantasesh. He never played with me like this, Anantasesh. This stupid Kāliya, like that. So Krishna thought, today I am going to kill Kāliya. Today I am going to kill Kāliya. So Kāliya or Balaramji belongs to Anantasesh. So both in the same jati ka, right? Same jati ka प्यार बहुत रहता है ना, राइट? ISKCON में भी बहुत चलता है ना, मद्रासी बिहारी बढ़िया गुरु भाई राइट? ये सब चलता है. इसलिए कृष्णा thought, if I take Balaram with me, he may object. Same, his brother only. Kāliya is brother of Anantasesh actually. I will tell you in the end. So he thought like that. So Balaramji may object. That is why he did not take him. So Krishna did not want to kill Kāliya without the permission of Lord Balaram. So that is one of the reasons he was actually staying in the coils of Kāliya for such a long time, because he was waiting for permission of Lord Balaram. So this is not given in मिल गया. This is quoted from Harivamsh Purana, that Lord Balaram told, when he saw the situation of all the Vrajavasis, becoming very worse, condition is becoming worse, Mother Yashoda and all, they are edge of leaving their bodies, So then Balaramji was thinking, why Krishna is, doing like this, why he is waiting, for what he is waiting. Another reason is also there, So actually, this Purva Raga just started. Krishna is becoming young, and then he's feeling the love for the gopis, and it is not easy to attract girls, right? So in our youthful days, we used to think, if we get some Royal Enfield, bullet bike, this is called bullet bike, bullet. Even now it's called bullet. Bullet mein jayega, then we used to think, the girls will become attracted. Something we have to do, like that. So Krishna, it seems, he wanted to, show his valor to the gopis to attract, their attention. So that is why he is waiting. So by the time, the news has reached Barsana, and then by the time, they come, it took some time. It took some time. So all the gopis, they came. That time, see, he wanted to show. He wanted to show. That is one reason why Krishna was lying in the coils of Kāliya for so much time, for so long. Another reason is he was waiting for the permission from Lord Balaram. So this, I will quote this verse. Krishna Krishna Mahabahu Gopanam Nandavardhana Damyatameveksha Sarparajo Vishayudaha Imeno Bandavastata Tvam Matva Manusham Vibho Paridevanti Karunam Sarve Manusha Baddayaha. Krishna Krishna Mahabahu, why are you Gopana? Gopanam Nandavardhana. You are meant for increasing the pleasure of the Gopas and Gopis. But why, this Sarparaj, why are you bound by Sarparaj for so long? All your Gopas and Gopis are going to die. Don't delay anymore. Kill him. So Balaram gave permission. Arey bade bhai ka permission mil gaya abhi, chalo. Right? So isliye he now he decided. He decided to kill Kāliya. I am using this word kill, but I will explain. Initially, Vedanta Desika and all, Kurutalvar, they have opined that actually Krishna wanted to kill Kāliya. That is the reason he entered like that. Right? But he's a small boy yet. I will tell you. So, meanwhile, Krishna started dancing on Kāliya. Right? So, Lord Shiva is known as Nataraj. Nataraj, very expert in dance. Right? They say Ravanasur was playing drum and all that stuff. He was very expert in like that. Then Nataraj Swami temple is also there. But Krishna is Nata Shekara, because Krishna is Adi Guru. Lord Shiva learned dancing from Krishna only. Right? Krishna only. So, there are, if you see, sometimes in auditorium, they do this Bharatanatyam, dance program. I never go, but we see sometimes the girls, they are so expert, they dance on some pot or some plate. Yeah, have you seen any? They dance on some plate. And some people, they put some lamp on their head and they dance. All the techniques they use. They are very expert in dancing. But have you heard somebody dancing on a moving stage? On a moving stage. That is Krishna's speciality. Right? Here, the mandap, dance mandap is moving. The heads of Kāliya. Krishna is dancing on them. That's why he is known as Natashekara. Evam paribhrama hatojasa munnatamsam anamya tatpratam mridusiraha swadhirudya adyaha tanmartha ratna nikarasparshati tamra padamboju akila guru nartana. Right? So, I will chant one verse. It's very beautifully composed. Hear very carefully. Beautiful poetry. Ghana Yamuna Nadi Kallola Goshambu Sarasa Mridanga Goshambu Gana Sadhu Brindavanachara Chancharika Ganambu Gaya Kasu Ganambu Gana Kalahamsa Sarasa Kamaniya Manju Sabdhamla Tala Shabdhamla Gana Divinundi Vikshinchu Divija Gandharvadi Janulu Sukhasina Janulagana Padmaraga Ratnya Prabhasamana Mahita Kāliya Fanifana Mandapana Nadina Lochana Vikyata Nartakundu Nitya Naipunyamana Cherchi Nrityamade. Nice? Telugu. So this is composed in Telugu. I will explain. Ghana Yamuna Nadi Kallola Goshambu Sarasa Mridanga Goshambu Gaga. So now the Krishna started dancing on the hoods of Kāliya. Now Yamuna became very, very ecstatic. Right? Became very ecstatic. So because of that ecstasy, Yamuna, because she thought, in my waters Krishna is dancing, so I should cooperate with him in dancing. So for dancing, you need a kartal and mridanga. Tal or dole, that, kya bolte hai? Tabla. You need tabla and then kartal, tal, like that. But here is nothing, and then no dancer would like, all the artists, they want an audience who will appreciate. Right? Who will appreciate. Otherwise, akela baith ke gaega, dance karega, kya fayda? That is why they produce so many reels, nowadays. Dance reels, gaane ka. Right? Once one of our devotees, he was singing in the auditorium. He was singing, in between, everybody started getting up and going away. And then he became so disturbed. आप लोग क्यों जा रहे हो? बैठो. So you need an audience, like that. So all this, once one person is started singing, he closed his eyes and then he started doing alap, like that. So when he started, the whole auditorium was full. Then he closed his eyes and like that he started. When he opened his eyes, only 2 people were there and the whole auditorium was vacant. And then he embraced him. Thank you. Rasika, Sangeet, Abhimani, thank you. वो बोलते हैं हम माइक वाले साहब. Mic wale साहब. Like that, so you need, audience. So who are that audience? Right? And then you need singing, right? You need singing. So I will tell you. So that's what here it is written here. Gana Yamuna Nadi Kallola Goshambu. So Kallol means the waters are very agitated. And then touching the shores, right? Yamuna is cooperating with Krishna. So those waters, agitated waters, when they are touching the shore, they are producing the sound of a tabla. That Gosha, that tabla. Right? Then, when the Gopas and the Gopis, they saw Krishna dancing, they became ecstatic. See, such an expert dance they never watched. They never watched, right? This kind of, going for artistic dance programs and all. Ordinary people, they don't go. All rich people, kuch kaam dhanda nahi hai. वो लोग जाते हैं, right? Those people who are working very hard, where it is the time for them to go and watch, in America, I have seen, there is one street, Broadway street. They play dramas and there is a huge line for entrance. And the ticket, $500, $1,000. I asked, people watch like this? $500 means how much? 40,000 rupees, right? 40,000 rupees. They watch. Yeah, Prabhu, you don't get tickets, $500, $1,000. All rich people, And then, the ballerina, you will fall asleep, like that. So they started glorifying Krishna's pastimes. Right? How they used to glorify? Bolo, Damodar, how they used to glorify Krishna's pastimes? Yeah? Damodar Leela mein, what is the first verse? Huh? Yani yani hi gitani tadvala bala charitani cha. Mother Yashoda, she appointed some very highly scholarly people. She made them compose beautiful songs. Yani yani hi gitani tadvala charitani cha. Dahi nirmanta kale smarani tad agayata. So while churning the butter, she was singing very sweetly. Krishna's pastimes. So all the boys and the girls, Gopas and Gopis, they started singing Krishna's pastimes. That is their Gana. That is the singing song. Right? In between, when this pastime has started, all the devatas, they were watching, Hey, Krishna is, Natasekara is dancing. Actually, they thought Krishna may not know dancing so much. We are, these Apsaras and all, they are very expert in dancing, right? So, all these Apsaras and all, they started dancing. And then, Gandharvas, all these, they started dancing. They thought Krishna should follow their steps. Their steps. Like that. Krishna thought, these stupid devatas, what do they think? Why I should follow their steps? Like that, he made his own tala, this thing, and then he started dancing in such a beautiful way. They did not know how to match the steps of Krishna. They didn't know tala, raga and tala and all that. Then they said, better no, we can't compete with Krishna. They became Sabasina, means they became spectators. Devatas are spectators. Yamuna Nadi, waves, agitated waves are tabla. What is the songs? The Gopas and the Gopis singing beautiful pastimes of Krishna. You need tala. Right? When meanwhile, some bumblebees, who are bumblebees in Vrindavan? Pure devotees of Krishna, always singing the glories of Krishna. Right? So usually bumblebees cannot sing while they are drinking the nectar, because they are intoxicated. Before they drink the nectar, they actually they can sing. Bumblebee, they sing like that, their songs. But here, everybody, bumblebees are, while drinking the nectar, they were singing. How it is possible? Because they were drinking the Mukaravinda, Amrita of nectar of Krishna's lotus face. And then they are singing. They are also singing. Right? Then Kalahamsa Kanta. These Kalahamsas, these beautiful, swans and all this while they were away. When they came to know that, Krishna is driving away Kāliya and there's no more poison, so they all came running. They all came running. And they make some sounds, these Kalahamsas, these swans. Those swans, that is their tala. Tala. So this is happening, and then Krishna is dancing. And then what is the mandap? Kāliya's hoods studded with Padmaraga manis. Beautiful, Kāliya is a huge snake, very powerful snake, and then the hood is decorated with the Padmaraga, various colors, reddish, greenish, bluish stones. So when Krishna was dancing, his lotus feet sometimes would look reddish, sometimes would look greenish, sometimes they would look bluish. So the whole world became enchanted. But one guy was suffering. Suffering. You know why? Actually, Krishna entered the waters of Kalindi to kill Kāliya. He's a small boy at that time. When he touched with his lotus feet the hoods of Kāliya, the Kāliya's body is very, very soft. It's very, very soft. When और बहुत विशाल भी है, wide है. Krishna thought, अरे बहुत ही soft है, बहुत ही soft है. I think I should play for some time. That is why he started, jumping. How these boys, they jump. So Krishna started jumping on the Kāliya. So then he decided, not to kill, Kāliya. अच्छा है, खेलने के लिए. Like that. All this is described by Sukadeva Goswami in one verse. Tachitra Tandava Virugna Fanasahasra Raktam Mukair Uruvyamanam Nrupabhagna Gatra Smutva Charachara Gurum Purusham Puranam Narayanam Tamaranam Manasa Jagami. Beautiful words. Tachitra Tandava Virugna Fanasahasra Raktam Mukair Uruvamanam Nrupabhagna Gatra Smritva Charachara Gurum Purusham Puranam Narayanam Tamaranam Manasa Jagama. So Tachitra Tandava Virugna. Very vichitra, beautiful. All this, one Acharya says, Sukadeva Goswami did not have much time. So that's why whatever I have described, all this dance, he just described in one verse. We have to derive, details from this verse. Tachitra Tandava Virugna Fanasahasra Yeah, this he has so many fana, so they are heads of Kāliya, like that. He was dancing. Whoever becomes disobedient to Krishna, Kaladanda, he came to punish this rascal demons. So, Krishna, as soon as Kāliya would raise his hood, Krishna would crush. Krishna would crush. So, he would not touch the hood which is not raising. Somebody who has surrendered to Krishna, Krishna will not punish that person. Right? That is why if somebody has done any mistake or anything, just go in front of Krishna and offer obeisances. He will forgive. No punishment for such a person. Right? All of you know the story. When Ashwatthama released Narayanastra, nobody knew what is the answer to that Narayanastra. Then Krishna told, that is Krishna's astra. Krishna told, there is no jawab, there is no remedy for Narayanastra. Only one thing is surrender. Offer pranam and pay obeisance to Narayanastra. He will not touch you. And then Bhima, hey, I am a Kshatriya. How can I offer obeisances in the battlefield? Like that he was standing. And then everybody, including Arjuna, they all fell down, offering obeisances. Then Bhima was standing like this. Krishna jumped from chariot of Arjuna. Then you rascal, go down. So, जबरदस्ती उसको neck पकड़ के go down. Then it came very near to Bhima and then went back. Then Ashwatthama was shocked. He thought, now today Pandavas are finished because there is no answer to Narayanastra. But Krishna knows everything. Right? Immediately like that. Krishna immediately like that. As soon as Kāliya was surrendering one hood, he is not touching that hood. Like, whichever hood Kāliya is raising, he is crushing. So Krishna is meant for crushing the pride of these demons. Right? Pride of the demons. So he was actually started omitting blood, pus, in the beginning he was omitting wish. After that, now only blood and pus, everything completely. Now, after long time dancing, he realized that he took the slap of Garuda and then he knew the slap of Garuda. So hard it was. है ना? कुछ लोग बोलते हैं ना, एक कान के नीचे एक दूंगा तो 32 गिर जाएगा, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना? Garuda's slap was like that. Then he was saying, that who is crushing me on my hoods? लगता है he is much more powerful than Garuda. Right? Smrutva charachara gurum purusham puranam. ये तो गरुड़ जी का बाप लगता है, पुरुषम पुराणम. Then he understood that this must be Supreme Personality of Godhead. How did he know? He came to know that he is Supreme Personality of Godhead because Hare Krishna वाले जिधर भी हो, कोई whoever it is, preaching किए बिना चुप नहीं बैठेंगे. Right? Hare Krishna means preaching. So his wives are Hare Krishnas. They always started, preaching to, already they were preaching to Kāliya. They were preaching to Kāliya that Krishna is the Supreme Personality. You surrender, give up your poison, all this, stupid fellow, like that. They were actually, they because they are already devotees, because they were living in Vraj, Nagapatnis. But they are fed up with this rascal, Kāliya. They were thinking, better this guy die. So initially, they were happy that, this ek kal ka, chutkara pa rahe. Kal ka chutkara pa rahe. But when they saw that, they saw the manobhava of Kāliya, that he is changing, and then now Narayanam Tamaranam Manasa Jagama. In his mind, he was thinking that he is actually Purusham Puranam, Supreme Personality of Godhead, that my Patnis are used to tell, I should surrender to him. Right? Prabhupada said, what is surrender? Come in front of RadhaRasbihari and you tell, my dear RadhaRasbihari, from today I am yours. Bolo? Huh? My dear RadhaRasbihari, from today I am yours. You are a surrendered soul. Right? So he just got the thought that I must surrender to Krishna. That's enough. That's enough. Anyway, there is so... Most of it I covered like that. Then Nagapatnis, they came. According to Harivamsha Purana, Nagapatnis, they requested Krishna that please, we are so fed up with this guy. We want to leave him and please give us Vaikuntha because you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna told, it seems, you want to leave him, but he doesn't want to leave you. He is still attached to you. Right? He is still attached to you. Then Krishna, it seems, he sent all the Nagapatnis to Vaikuntha. Then he made Chaya Patnis and gave it to Kāliya. This happened, one Shivaishnavacharya says, that in one kalpa, this happened like this. But this kalpa, like that. So then they offered so many bali and so many nice things, and they started offering prayers to Krishna. This is a very famous prayer in 10th Canto Bhagavatam. Nyayo hi danda krutakalbi simshis. Tavavatara kalanigrahaya. Ripo sutanam apitulya drishtir. Dasya damam falamena samsha. Said, whatever you done is nyaya, it is justifiable. Tavavatara kalanigrahaya. Your incarnation is meant for killing demoniac people, for subduing people. Riposutanam apitulya drishtir. You are equal vision, you have equal vision towards the demons and then your own sons. Vishnu Thakur comments in this regard that he protected a demon, Prahlad Maharaj. Then he killed his own son, Narakasur. Riposutanam apitulya drishtir. Right? Anugrahena bhartah krutohino dando satante kalikalmashnaha dande sutante ahir krodehe anugrahena sammataha. Anugrahena bhavat. Actually, when you punish these demons, that is your anugraha. Because of past sinful activities, this Kāliya got a body like a snake. When you show anger and punish him, all his sinful reactions get nullified. Right? Tapassu taptam ki manena purvam nirasta manena cha manadena dharmotava sarva jananukampaya bhavam tushyati sarva jivaha. This shloka is important for all of us. Now, they were expressing surprise that how this rascal Kāliya got the footprints of your lotus feet. They were expressing, tapassu taptam ki manena purvam. He must have performed great severe austerities and penances by giving up nirasta manena cha manadena, by giving up the desire for respect and giving respect to everybody. Dharmotava sarva jananukampaya bhavam tushyati sarva jivaha. He says, they are saying that, my dear Lord, the best way to satisfy you, to perform dharma without causing any pain to other living entities. Right? While practicing Krishna consciousness, we should be very careful not to cause pain to other devotees especially, and all in general, all other human beings and animals also. Then you can please Krishna very easily. That's what Vishnu commented. Then kasya anubhavasya na deva vidmahe tavangri renu sparsha adhikaraha vanchanti lalana acharat tap vihaya kaman suchiram dhrutavrataha. How many of you know this shloka? Very famous shloka. Kasya anubhavasya na deva vidmahe. How come this rascal got a dust of your lotus feet, my dear Lord? Lakshmi Devi, even though she is Lalana, Sukumari, she gave up Vaikuntha, and then she was performing austerity and penance, Vihaya Kaman, giving up all desires, in Belvan. Still she didn't get. How this rascal Kāliya got? We are very surprised. There is a story, Vedasira and Ashvasira, there were some Brahmanas. Vedashira, he went to Vindhya Parvat, and then he was doing tapasya. He took, he wanted some peaceful place. Then he did not, then this Ashvasira also went there. So Vedasira became very angry, said, I want to be alone and then I want to do tapasya here. Why did you come without notice? You didn't find any other place? Then he said, ye jaga tumhara baap ka nahi hai. This belongs to Lord Vishnu. Hamara baap ka hai. Right? Then they had a Anban. And then Ashvasira. Then this Vedasira was hissing like a snake. Angry. Ashvasira became very angry. Then he said, you rascal, you are hissing like a snake. You become a sarpa. You become a... And then you will be afraid of Garuda. Like that. Then Vedasira was very upset. He said, without my mistake you cursed, you became a crow. Both of them, then later on they realized, Arre, kya kar diya? Then they are all, both the devotees of Vishnu. Then Lord Vishnu came, said, okay, I will adjust. You become a snake. Right? And then I will dance on you, so that my lotus footprints will be left on your hoods, so that then Garuda will not bother you. Then you, Kakapushan dira, bolte hai na? The Kakapushan. So you will be highly knowledgeable crow and very long living crow, like that. So later on, Kadru had many children. The eldest was Anantasesh, and this one of the sons of Kadru is Kāliya. And then Kāliya, all of you know the story. And then Kāliya, he had a fight with Garuda. Then he was going around everywhere. Then nobody was giving shelter. Then he approached Anantasesh. Hey, bhai, mujhe bachao Garuda se. Then he said, go to Kāliya, Yamuna. Because Anantasesh knew that there is a curse to Garuda there. That's why he came here. That's why Krishna danced on the Kāliya. Then now he is in where? Fiji Island, right? Fiji Island. Anyway, I want to stop this here. Beautiful prayers. Nanaka prishtam nachaparameshyam na sarvabhaumam narasadhipatyam na yoga siddhira punarbhavam va vanchanti yat padarajobhishekam. This is the last line was different. Vritrasura's prayer is there, Nanaka Prishtam, right? Nanaka Prishtam Nachaparameshyam Nasarvabhaumam Narasadhipatyam Na Yoga Siddhir Apunarbhamam Va Samanjasayatvam Virahaya Kanksha. That is here, Vanchanti Yat Pada. Those who get your dust of your lotus feet, my dear Lord, nobody, they don't want all this, Nanaka Prishtam and all. Namastubhyam Bhagavate Purushaya Mahatmane Bhuta Vashaya Bhutaya Paraya Paramatmane Jnana Vijnana Nidhaye Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye Agunaya Avikaraya Namo Prakritaya Cha right? Or Kālaya Kālanābhāya Kāla Avyaya Sakshine Vishvaya Yad Upadrishte Vishvahetave Tat Kritam Vishvahetave. You know, Namo Pramana Mulaya, you know, Kavayo Shastrayo Naye, Pravruttaya Nivruttaya, Nigamaya Namo Namaha, Namo Ramaya Krishnaya, Vasudeva Sutaya Cha, Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya, Satvatam Pataye Namaha. Beautiful prayers. All of you can learn this. There's no time to explain the meanings, but I can like that. Just 1 minute I will take. Kāliya has important 101 hoods. So in our body, we have 101 nadis, which does prasara, jnana prasara. You know, it carries jnana. Our hridaya is Kāliya Hrida, means lake, Kalindi lake. In that, there are in Kalindi, Kāliya has got poison, Visha. We have got poison called Vishaya. Right? Kalindi, Vishaya. And even though Krishna is sitting in our heart, Krishna entered the Kāliya Daha, you know, Kāliya arrested Krishna. In the same way, even though Krishna is in our heart, we forgotten Krishna, we punish Krishna by Vishatulya Vichar, you know, poisonous thoughts, dur Vichar. You know, Krishna is troubled by that. Swarga Apavarga Dvaraya Nityam Suchisade Namaha. You know, Krishna stays in the Prahlad Maharaj's heart very comfortably, it seems. In our heart, Krishna stays as if he's sleeping on a bed of thorns. Because of Vishaya. Like that. So the last point I want to make, that just like Krishna danced on the hoods of Kāliya and removed the poison and then cleansed, in the same way, we should pray to Krishna. You know, we should pray to Krishna. My dear Lord, Kurattalvar, he says, my dear Krishna, do you perform the same pastimes again? He said, Krishna said, yeah, but please, I request that please make me one of the hoods of Kāliya, so that you can dance on me. Krishna said, that is not possible. Already ho gaya pastime. बहुत देर तक रुकना पड़ेगा आपको. Then Kurattalvar said, can you, then if you don't want, then you please make me Kadamba tree, so that you can use me for jumping into the river. Like that, he is expressing. Like that, we should also pray to Krishna that please, my dear Krishna, just like you danced on the Kāliya hoods, please you dance also in my heart, and then crush all bad thoughts. Vishaya alochana. Wish or Vishaya, only one syllable is there difference. But Vishaya is more dangerous than wish. You die only when you consume wish. But Vishaya, just by thinking about them, you will die. Right? Like that. So, benediction, Sri Bhashya Aplacharya, he says that this benediction is given that anybody who meditates on the Kāliya Daman pastime, they can get rid of all bad thoughts. If somebody is suffering from too much overthinking, too many bad thoughts, every day, I do this, every day you meditate on Kāliya Daman pastime, then all bad thoughts will go. I have experienced this. So you can sit and find. Prabhupada writes in Krishna book, Uddhava visits Vrindavan, that everybody should associate with Krishna all the time by Nitya Leela Smarana. One should sit and simply meditate on Krishna's pastimes. Starting from Krishna's birth, Putana Vada, all pastimes. Just sit and think about pastimes of Krishna. All bad thoughts will go, and then you can live with Krishna all the time. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki.